And we begin this hour with a Fox News alert. A manhunt is underway in Manatee, Florida for a suspect who abducted a 13-year-old boy at gunpoint on Friday. The boy escaped his captor, and now the search is on. Laura Engel is monitoring this story from our New York newsroom. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Catherine. Well, the teenager was swiped right off the street by a gun-wielding suspect while waiting at a bus stop before school. It happened in a nice neighborhood and in broad daylight. The terrifying kidnapping has left a community on edge with a gunman on the loose who seemed as though he had been stalking the boy and had a plan in place to get him in his truck and take off with him before anyone could stop him. 13-year-old Clay Moore was found walking in a desolate farm area looking for help after he was able to wiggle free after being tied up in the woods. Now, Clay was driven out to what many are calling the middle of nowhere.
He was bound, and suspect left the area. Clay was able to work himself free, and he began walked for a considerable period of
Moore told the police his feet were bound, he had been duct taped to a tree, and had a sock shoved in his mouth before having it taped shut. The gunman, shown here in a police sketch, drove him out to this isolated area after snatching him with his red pickup truck. The suspect, who remains on the loose, is described as a man in his 30s, 5'7", with dark skin, short dark hair, and a mustache. He was wearing black glasses and blue jeans and driving this red pickup truck we've been talking about. And Catherine, a school friend of Moore's, has told authorities that he saw the same red truck in their neighborhood before and thinks it may have chased his sister down a month ago. Sheriff's deputies say they are looking into that claim, and if found to be true, there could be a serial kidnapper in that area. Back to you.
Laura, thanks. Dave Bristow is with the Manatee Sheriff's Department and joins us on the phone live. Dave, thanks for being with us. What's the latest on the search at this hour?
Well, right now we're out at both crime scenes where the young man, Clay Moore, was abducted and then where he was tied up, which was some 20 miles east of where he was taken. And we're trying to retrace the steps, exactly what happened yesterday. We're re-interviewing witnesses. We're canvassing the neighborhood again. And we're out at the ranch, again, where he was found just shortly after he was abducted.
Are you getting some good leads?
Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, in the last couple hours, we've gotten some pretty good leads that we're following up on. We're extremely hopeful that by the end of this weekend, we'll have the suspect in custody.
Well, what direction are they taking you in? Do you believe it was a stranger abduction or perhaps someone who knew Clay?
Well, Clay did not know this person, and from all indications, the person did not know Clay. So that's still the premise we're going on, but, you know, we're checking out everything. We're checking out the family, friends of the family. We're not leaving any stone unturned here. But right now, Clay's telling us, and we believe him, that he had never seen this person.
And how's he doing? You've seen him. I'm sure you've talked to him.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. Obviously, the family was just, it was an emotional up and down yesterday, a roller coaster for them. And they were just so relieved because, most of the time when you hear about these stories, you see these stories across the country, and you have a kidnapping like this at gunpoint, they don't end up very good at all. The percentages are pretty low. So obviously it was elation yesterday when Clay was found, and he's doing pretty good. I think he's still kind of in shock over the whole thing, but he's doing as well as can be expected.
Well, we're glad this one ended the way that it did. Dave Bristow, thanks a lot.
Also from Washington now in America's Newsroom to Florida, and the race is on to find this man. The race and the chase before he gets to the border. Vicente Moreno is his name. Police in Florida say the suspected illegal immigrant abducted a 13-year-old boy Friday morning for ransom. But 13-year-old Clay Moore, police call him MacGyver, managed to get away, breaking through duct tape using a safety pin and his own teeth. Live from America's Newsroom to Steve Harrigan on the story in South Florida. Steve, good morning.
Bill, a remarkable story of escape by a 13-year-old boy, and parents in this small town still petrified, although their children are going to school. The manhunt now underway for a 22-year-old native of Mexico, Vicente Beltran-Moreno. The hunt is on for him. This man stands accused of a kidnap for ransom plot. The details of that plot unfolding about 30 miles outside of St. Petersburg, Florida. It happened just outside a bus stop for middle school children. The man drove up in a red pickup truck, used a gun to force one 13-year-old on board, 13-year-old Claymore. He bound him, tied him to a tree about 20 miles away, using his sock to gag him. The boy, using his teeth and a safety pin, after several hours of struggle, managed to free himself and find a farm worker with a cell phone to call his mother for help. Police say the 13-year-old boy has been instrumental in the manhunt. Here's what the sheriff had to say.
This is an observant kid, and he was courageous, and he had great recall. He's a good witness. He's a great witness.
Police have been searching the house where Beltran-Moreno once lived. They found a ransom note there and the pickup truck they believe was used in the attack. Police say they fear the suspect has fled the state. Bill, back to you.
You, Steve.